got into this field at a very, very young age. I've always been interested at the intersection between healthcare and technology. And in fact, I've spent my whole career basically doing that, but at the patient side. So that is now a field called digital health. I've been thinking about how patients can use technologies to help themselves for quite a while now. And I started looking at behavioral health because as I was looking at the different solutions and different areas that needed help the most, and this was now 6-7 years ago, behavioral health was one of those areas that had a huge gap. So when we started the company in 2012, it was at a time where this was still a fairly new concept, and it still is, but even more so. What inspired me to say we should make a game, we were looking at using games to help a variety of healthcare issues for patients. And why gaming? At that time, when I was looking at the different research around does gaming actually improve healthcare, at that time I saw there was a lot of research being done, but mainly around physical activity. To give some context, we had launched, Connect had launched, and a lot of those XR gaming type of solutions were really taking on full force on the consumer side. As early as 2000, actually in the state of Washington, some of the early work with the use of VR and pain management, they had shown some clinical validation. So we were looking at gaming because it showed as a vehicle to motivate people, to intrinsically teach them skills, and get them engaged in their healthcare in a way that other approaches wouldn't be able to, was what our fundamental premise was for the company. The game itself is called Cinesprite, and in it, it is a player-driven world exploration game. There is a protagonist called Socks the Fox in the game. Socks the Fox wants to be a Zen master. So the player helps Socks become a Zen master by learning a combination of evidence-based treatment methods and mindfulness strategies, such as journaling, diaphragmatic breathing, meditation, gratitude. We needed a character. Understanding from my own background in healthcare, understanding the issues that patients have when they're struggling with their healthcare, they're compromised emotionally, physically, as well as maybe even financially. So I said we need a character that can help along the journey, but it had to be done in a very thoughtful way that honored the patient. It needed to be a character that was someone enigmatic or mysterious, not familiar actually. As an example, a dog or a cat, people have very strong emotions one way or the other about a dog or a cat or a chicken. A fox in the US audience is somewhat of an enigmatic character. For us, one of the biggest validation points, and it continues to be as we grow, as we build, as we continue to improve our product, and as we continue to show results, ultimately for us, it's always the patient. That's why I started the company. It's been about patients. So whenever we get that player feedback, it's our true north, and it tells us we are doing the right thing. And that has been the awards, the accolades, that's wonderful, but it's underscoring the real work that we're doing, which is helping people and giving them a tool at the time of crisis that they trust.